Like this video right now or you're getting 13 years of bad luck.
Yo, what's good with y'all boys? It is your boy Splashy and welcome back to a brand new video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can reduce your input delay in Fortnite. Now the special thing about today's video is that I'm not going to be going into my PC settings, my PC folders, or into console settings or console folders. This video is specifically for Fortnite settings and things that you can do within the game itself to reduce your input delay. There's so many things in today's video that's going to help you reduce your input delay. If this video helped you out in any way, boys, make sure you subscribe with notifications turned on. I really want to build a strong Noti gang, so make sure you guys sub with noties on and like the video. Also, I just joined Kick, and I'm not really sure when I'm going to start streaming there, but I think I will start and try streaming there and see what happens. I got the name Splashy on there thanks to Kick, so if you guys want to check me out on Kick, the link will be in the description. Also, my Twitch is also linked in the description. But yeah, let's get into the video, boys. So the first thing that we want to do is quickly head over to our friend list and removing everybody that we don't play the game with, and also clearing up our friend request list. Now, having a lot of friends in your friend list in Fortnite is actually going to give you a little bit of input delay in game. Now, I know it sounds very weird, but if you have a lot of people online in your friend list, it's going to be a lot of CPU usage for your game, whether that's on console or on PC or even on mobile. So make sure that you clear up your friend list and only have people that you play the game with a lot. Now, if you watch a lot of streamers, for example, pro players or just streamers and content creators, a lot of people don't have that many friends in their friend list because it reduces your input delay by a little bit in game. Now, the second thing that we're going to be talking about is your locker. Now, your locker plays a huge role in getting less input delay, especially the skin, pickaxe, and backbling that you use in game. For example, using a skin with moving patterns give you a lot of input delay. For example, the skin you guys are seeing now on the screen that I'm using has almost nothing. It's zero animations on the skin. It's completely, clean. And this is possibly the best type of skins that you can use to get the less amount of input delay as possible. The skin you guys see now on the screen is probably one of the worst skins when it comes to getting less input delay. As you guys can see, there's a galaxy, the hair is moving, there's laser on the eyes, on the hands, the entire body is animated. So this skin will give you a lot of input delay. For example, if we take a look at this skin, this is one of the most popular skins in Fortnite. A lot of players like this skin. So as you guys can see, this variant, if you look at the hair and you look at the arms, there's animation going on. And there's moving patterns. This will give you more input delay and is unnecessary. So for example, if you have a skin like this and it has two different styles, and then other style like this one is absolutely clean, there's no movement on the entire skin, it's clean, it's going to give you the less amount of input delay possible, so you go with this. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of skins that are really good for reducing input delay in game. For example, the focus skin is one of the best skins. There's no animation pattern, it's just a clean skin. Same with the flatfoot skin, it's amazing. Any of the Alpine A skins are perfect, literally so clean, no moving patterns, just perfect. So conclusion when it comes to skins is that you don't want to use skins that have a lot of moving pattern, animation, colors glowing. You want to have something clean, nothing that's showing off too much. And some of you guys may be using skins that have a lot of glowing stuff, but I recommend you guys not using them anymore because your performance is going to get way better when you use clean skins. The same thing goes for backblings. You want to use backblings that don't have any type of moving patterns, and there's a lot of these bad backblings. As this one, for example, is pretty bad. This one is bad. This one is also bad. But the thing about backblings is that any backbling in the game will give you unnecessary input delay. So just having any type of backbling will give you a bit of input delay. So what I recommend you guys doing is not putting on any backbling, just having the clean skin without any backbling. And some of you guys are gonna like that, and some of you guys are not gonna like that. But trust me, without a backbling, you're also gonna feel way better playing the game, because backblings, it makes the skin more like slow. It feels slow and not as clean in my opinion. But if you want to have the less amount of input delay, you want to use no backbling. The same thing goes for pickaxes, boys. Alright, you want to use pickaxes that are clean. Like for example, the driver pickaxe, this one is very popular. This one is super good to use for less input delay. Same with icebreaker. These are probably the two most popular ones. I'll show you guys something that's pretty bad right here. If we scroll up, this one for example would be bad because it has a moving pattern up there, the glow, the fire moving. Another bad one would be this pickaxe because it's moving, so it's going to give you a lot of input delay. So you want to use something clean, boys. It could be any type of pickaxe, just as long as it doesn't have moving patterns. The same goes for gliders, boys. Use clean gliders. Don't use any that have unnecessary animations. I promise, like, you're not using gliders that much in the game anyway, so I don't think it will matter. For example, these are just clean, like, gliders. This one is OG. I would recommend you guys using any type of clean gliders. And I also don't recommend you guys using contrail at all. Like, these are just bad, just giving you unnecessary, input delay, and you use them one time per game. Literally when you jump out of the bus, so it's unnecessary. And the last time I used a contrail was in chapter 1. After season X and chapter 1, I never use these because they give you so much input delay. It's unnecessary. Now, when it comes to wraps, this is so important, boys. Having moving wraps is super bad for input delay. Now, I know that's going to be a bummer for a lot of y'all, boys, because you like using these moving, glowing, wraps. But trust me, if you want the best performance in the game, use clean wraps. There's a lot of wraps that don't move, that look absolutely clean. Like, for example, the stealth black is one of my favorite in the game. It's completely black, and it makes the guns look super clean. Although Slurp has one of the best wraps in the game, this is probably one of the worst because it gives you unnecessary input delay. You also want to minimize the amount of dances that you have on. I recommend having max 2 dances, and then that's it. I don't think you should have any more because it's unnecessary. So this is what a perfectly fine locker should look like if you want to have the less amount of input delay in game as possible. So the skin is clean, no back bling, no contrail, clean glider, clean pickaxe, not that many dances, clean wrap, and that's it. You don't need anything else, boys. And I promise you guys, these things that are glowing and everything, it looks good, but it's gonna ruin your performance. So these things will reduce your input delay by a bit. Now we're gonna go into settings. I'm gonna show you guys a bunch of different things that will lower your input delay. Now, first, starting off with the front section, the video section. Now, some of these things are only for PC players, but it's not that much, alright? So don't worry. So if you're on PC, you want to have rendering mode on performance. Lower graphic fidelity is the best in the game. I promise you guys that right now. So you want to turn this on. You want to scroll down. Graphics don't really matter. However, for me, when I play with bright colors, when I play with Trident Oak, it makes the game look better. And I always believe in things that when it looks better, it's like you just feel more confident. You just play better. It just way better for me. So graphics on bright, I would recommend that all day. And then when we go to quality performance mode, you want to have the first one on off, view distance near, textures on low. You want to have auto download and high resolution on off. Is going to help you out so much, boys. And then you want to play with meshes low, which is mobile builds. And I know mobile builds is not the most appealing thing in the world, but it makes your game so responsive, boys. So turn all these settings like I have. I promise you will feel a huge difference. Now, when it comes to game settings, there's not that much. All you guys have to do is scroll all the way down, and you want to see these replays. You want to turn every single one of these off. If they're on, I promise you guys are getting so much input delay. It's unnecessary. Just turn all these off and you'll be good. Game UI, I will tell you guys right now, HUD scale, you need to have anything under 65%. When you have all your, weapons, your health, your arena points, your map, everything looking big on your screen is gonna add unnecessary input delay, and you changing it to maybe 60, 65% is gonna make a bit of a difference. And what you guys need to understand is all these things I'm telling you right now might give you 0.1% less input delay. However, if you add everything together, it's gonna help you out so much. So I recommend you guys having less than 65%. My sweet spot is 62%, and then only have these things on. The first thing all the way down to netbox stats are the only thing you need. Everything else down here is unnecessary input delay that's going to show on your screen, so turn these off. And then yeah, that's for game UI. Now you want to go over to control options and you want to turn vibration off. Vibration not only makes you worse at the game, but it gives you unnecessary input delay. Now if you talk to a lot of Call of Duty players and even Fortnite players, everyone has vibration off, because when your controller vibrates, your aim, your builds, your movement, everything you're doing it just flops. It completely ruins it, and it also gives you unnecessary input delay because it gives an additional setting to your controller that you don't need. And vibration does a lot to the controller. It's a lot of things in it that works, so I would recommend you guys turning it off. And then you want to go to audio. I would recommend you guys taking away music sound, dialogue sound, cinematics, and picture-in-picture sound. These are really unnecessary and you don't really need them. And the only times you need them is when there's like a new chapter or season event happening, and most of the time you don't need it. And then you want to go to subtitles. So this is super important, boys. Subtitles underrated. Most of you guys probably don't know this. So you go into subtitles, you want to turn subtitles off. Text size, you want to go to extra small. Text border, you want to put on none, and then background opacity, you want to go on clear, and then you want to apply. This will give you almost no input delay when it comes to these things, and I promise you guys it's going to make a big difference. Now I have gone over everything you can do in Fortnite. There is literally nothing else that you guys can do to reduce your input delay within Fortnite. Now I know some of these things might be obvious, boys, but when you add every single thing I just said, trust me, your game will feel a lot better than what it did. Now I'm gonna give you guys some side tips that you can do. For example, on PC, if you have a background like your wallpaper being something that moves, an animated wallpaper, I recommend to give you guys taking it off and have just a still background as your wallpaper on your PC. Same goes for console. If you guys have a console like a PS5 or PS4 or Xbox One and your background is moving, I think there's options to make it still, and you have to search on YouTube on how to get it like that, and it's gonna help you out. So yeah, boys, now that I've gone over everything that you guys can do to lower your input delay, here are some of the clips that I've hit today.
Nice. Let's go. Nice. Good boys.